Flash and the fundamentals in VR. Two complete opposites solve the world.
That's your excitement. It's not on the top of my frontal lobe. When you say NFL, I think about the season starting.
Bitch, if you had a meeting at the NFL...
Are we recording right now?
Fucking 1 second in and I called you bitch. It is, yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Ribbit.
Ribbit. That's fucking funny, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. You got me. You got me. Oh, shit.
Man, give me some of that unsweetened coffee.
You're a dumbass, dude. Splenda's awesome.
Splenda has killed people with, killed animals. It has cancer.
I allow. You're my only.
Real sugar. Actually, people with cancer can't have real sugar because the cancer molecule obviously gets sucked in by the sugar. But I don't got that, so I like real sugar. That Splenda shit. Sugar is called sugar, not Splenda. They could have called it Sugarette. That's a big mug, bro. What is that? A Ninja Turtle mug? What is that?
Mario.
A Mario, yeah.
It's actually. Wow,
you're old fashioned. That's enough.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah, I don't have sugar, so I'm not gonna drink too much. Wow, you're real old school. You have a coffee pot,
As opposed to a.
Correct.
Nah, Flash and the fundamentals. Like.
Well, in regard to Back to the Future, at least it's a Mr. Coffee. Not the right version, but
nicely done. All right, we want to try to do the introduction.
We should do that. We should do that right because we're losing daylight, or we're gaining daylight.
It's 7:41 in the morning.
I got a lot of stuff to do, so let's get this.
I ain't
done.
seen you this. Had a lot of stuff to do. Stayed up all night. And then,
my wife stayed up all night, so I was up with her. I'm like, I took a nap for like 3 hours, and I woke up and she's still up. So we finally go to bed at 5:30, and then my phone rings. I'm going, oh, it's Adam.
Yeah, who told you yesterday we're gonna do this at 6:30?
We were supposed to do it last night, but it was too hot for you.
It was 105, dude. Like
that's not very hot in the shade.
You're out of your mind. Let me make sure. Bop.
Ooh, that's some strong coffee.
So, yeah. We're doing this. We're doing it right. This is Mr. Don Full. He is known as Flash.
I wonder why. And that's Adam Contras, and he's known as the Fundamental.
There we go. It took.
I wonder why.
A gap. There was a gap, but you got it done.
His hat and shirt don't even match, man. Those colors don't even go together. You looked at mine to see, and then you saw that it was coordinated.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to say that Flash and
I'm the
Fundamental.
creative guy, as you're about to see with this little reel here. And
I'm the famous guy.
Yeah. It's, this motherfucker. It's too early for this shit. Oh God, dude. If I knew a real famous person, it wouldn't be as funny. I think it's cool because
whoa! You just uttered a 4-letter word at me, bro.
Real?
Oh, real?
Come on, dude. I mean,
do you know I'm known worldwide?
Yeah,
bro?
Depending on the room, so am I. But I'm not as pretty as you.
Okay.
Oh, shit, dude. I tell you, they put me in the schools in India apparently put me in their textbooks.
As the world's longest vlogger?
Right. And so I get all these funny comments on my shit. They're like,
that you have to translate?
No, they're in school, so they obviously know English.
You know what's funny, man, is most of the places around the world, they teach you, 2-3 languages in school, man. We're so elite here, we just learn.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We just talk our own language, and maybe we'll take Spanish as an elective or something.
Yeah, no, it's true, man.
Do they still have electives?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been to school in eons.
So I called you here today because tomorrow my life might change a little bit, and we were sitting at this very bar in January.
I'm always at these life-changing events.
Yeah, and I was like, in January, I'll cut to it. My goal was by the end of this year, I never want to drive that car again.
Well, if you keep saying it, chances
I never want to drive that car again. Nobody believes me. Everybody thinks that I'm just.
I want to drive it so bad. So make sure that you rent the Gold.
I gave you a chance to drive it.
Doing a commercial. Doing a commercial. The Gold DeLorean. Okay.
Hot damn! I gave you a chance to drive that in 2016, and your ass is like, "Oh, I'm going to stall it. I don't want to drive this."
I drove it.
No, you.
I drove the car.
No, you sat in it.
No, I drove it when we went and saw Quan.
No,
remember?
You sat in it. And
no, because I put that clutch down and almost dislocated my knee.
Speaking of which, my knee is fucked, dude. My knee is so fucked. But anyway, so what's up with you? Well, we're gonna start with you. Because I have a big announcement about some shit. No one has heard.
Oh, that's funny, man. You did a prequel to it, and then you didn't finish it.
Right. No, just
you just said life-changing event, and then what you do? Leave them hanging?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we get time spent watching. No, I don't want to. I know I'm gonna overtake some shit right now, and you're actually doing really cool stuff. You were in Wales. You're doing all sorts of cool stuff, dude.
I'm doing the same thing I always do.
I know, but it's still cool. You still get to go around.
Well, I mean, you can do that when you're famous.
You can.
I'm on one today.
You're on one today, dude.
Yeah, we did a Comic-Con over in Wales. Wales was pretty cool. Got to play some golf.
Oh, cool.
I played golf at the Celtic Manor Roman Road golf course. I was like a month ago old when I realized that it's not Celtic.
Yeah, that's
an
really
American
thing. Oh, that's really cool.
Those guys are called the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, well, right, but yeah, no, that's really funny. So playing golf, going around the world. That's Don's life. It hasn't changed much in 10 years, man.
No, man. Thank you, Back to the Future. I've gotten a lot of stamps on my passport.
Right.
Headed to Argentina in 2 months.
That's cool. I'm going to New Zealand.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I'll be staying in a 5-star hotel. Where will you be staying?
Fuck if I know, dude. I'll be lucky if I'm in a tent. My only requirement was shit. I can't actually say what we're doing there still because we have to get the okay from.
Let's put it this way: he won't be in a 5-star hotel.
I said I just need power at night to transfer all this shit off these memory cards. I'm working with some employees at Google X basically, but they're doing this project. That I convinced them to do in VR180 and upended their entire organization, and they're flying me out to New Zealand at the end of next month. It's kind of cool to shoot a whole bunch of stuff that white people haven't seen before, apparently. So
you're going to be a Kiwi, eh?
Yeah, I guess, man.
It's going to be a Kiwi.
Yeah, I can't say too much. That sucks. I hate that, dude.
Well, you should have done this afterwards.
Well, no, I mean, that's not even the big news. That's what's crazy about me, dude.
Did you see me tee it up?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about me anymore because I could really go into a diatribe about myself.
I would love to hear you go into a diatribe. See that hummingbird? Damn.
What was a hummingbird?
Yeah, like just sitting there.
Have you ever filmed one of those in slow motion?
That's hard. But yeah, it's cool.
Wow, it's so cool.
Yeah, I can do 120 frames per second at this in 4K, I think. Like, I can do a really cool thing with this.
So you could get a little hummingbird.
Yeah, you could really show it. Well, I mean, you need to maybe go 240 to really get it.
But you could just slow it down in post.
Yeah, really slow it down.
Yeah, I've gotten really good in post.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, yeah, like you, I've got some stuff going on that I can't really talk about right now, but it has a lot to do with entertainment.
I know this will not be done and ready and uploaded until after what happens tomorrow, but I just knew that tomorrow could be a turning point. So when I was in Ohio, I shot that Columbus Clippers thing, the baseball thing. You haven't gotten to see any of that stuff. And it ended up being so impressive. Like, I went, oh shoot, I got to start. This one video should knock open every door. And a friend of mine showed it to his friend who had to produce stuff with the NFL, and he promptly said, I'm going to set up some meetings right now for the NFL. And within a day, he had set up over 4 hours of meetings with all the department heads to see all of this stuff.
That's called connection.
To produce VR180 for the NFL. And it's one of those moments where, so then of course I had to make a reel, and I'm like, I can knock this out of the park, because for the past year I have been getting the most varied genre defining, like music acts and fireworks and travel and Costa Rica and all this kind of stuff.
That's right, you were in Costa Rica.
Yeah, so I have this
you traveled way more than me. But
right.
Anyway,
I have this reel that is so overwhelming, and I did all the 3D stuff. You know what I mean? Like where I take stuff and I make it fly around your head and the overlays and so forth that nobody's doing. So this could be not only defining for me, because it's a higher level. I think if the NFL really does embrace this format and start producing little things, and I think it's going to change. I I think it's the final
And
piece
you would
of
be
VR missing.
you would be the forefront of this pioneering.
Yeah, it's like that risk I took 1 year ago on Saturday. It'll be the 1 year anniversary of putting all this damn money into this thing. I might have done it. I kind of have a feeling that this is a turning point tomorrow, which is why I was like, dude, I need to talk to Don, who used to only know me as the DeLorean guy, which made me crazy.
So let me ask you this.
Yo.
If that jumps, that would make a significant financial change in your life.
Yeah, I just put it all into the company.
Yeah. I mean, not being. Well, let me be forthright. Will I be able to make a loan from you?
I wouldn't loan you a goddamn thing. Are you out of your fucking mind?
That
Dude,
sucks.
you don't own anything. You come on, dog. I wouldn't. Well, what would your assets be? I'm sorry. You don't tee me up like that, dude. You can rip it all you want, but I'm gonna talk some shit about you. So much inside shit going on right now.
Well, first of all, ownership is not the key.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
The corporation is the key. Didn't you just say that you're going to put your money back in the
I'm not
company?
going to. Yeah, no, you're going to
yeah.
see me with the same front yard, no matter how many zeros in my.
I wish we had a picture of this front yard.
It's so bad, dude.
The Dukes of Hazzard and the Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, they have nothing on this front yard.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's rough. Well, I just don't have the tools of the time.
I drove up this morning and it looked like a blonde Don King afro in his front yard.
Trump afro.
Nah, don't bring in that name.
Oh, what the fuck did Trump do today? Remember when we were doing that 5 years ago? Oh my God, the amount of shit that guy's in there.
I wonder if he really realized that that picture was going down in history for the rest of ever.
Right.
And he looks absolutely insane.
Oh man, they want to make me create a boundary.
I hate that, man. But can't you bypass the boundary?
Well, I did if I can put it in developer mode.
Look at all your little fancy schmancy. Man, my headset dies, dude, in like 20 minutes.
Not this one. I'm doing this for you, so I'll just do this over here.
I can make a boundary over here if I'm supposed to be in it.
Yeah, I already did. So what you're about to see is what a whole bunch of people at the NFL is going to see. All right.
Wow, I get to see it first.
Yeah, you're one of the first people to see this, and
I won't be able to say a word about it, but you can.
No, you can say whatever you want because this will be public after the meeting.
The gyrations in my face or lack thereof should let you know.
No, I think you will be rightfully impressed.
It's a badass headset, actually.
Yeah. So put it here, and then I'll tighten it from there. Make sure it looks pretty good.
Wow, you did a pretty good. Where? Give me the.
Hang on. Where? Just
give me the controls.
That's where you want it to be, right? Okay, and
all right,
we good now?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll put this on you.
How do you know what I'm looking at? Or do you have it on
you
the
see the
screen
NFL pitch?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'm going to put this over here. You do that for me? I can't.
Oh, we get. Oh, this is what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call a multiple experience?
I just put some. Anyway, go ahead and take this. Click on NFL pitch. Click it, and then obviously click off of it so the menu goes away.
Oh, the menu wasn't on. Okay, but anyway.
All right. Is it look? What do you see?
I get the NFL logo, but I got no audio.
There should be no audio yet. What's the countdown at?
18 seconds.
Okay. All right. So I had to do this because I'm going to click it, hit play, and then they don't have to do anything because a lot of people have some problems with that. You got some sound?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I like your little 3D universe here.
Uh-huh.
Did you create that?
Yep. Don always talks.
This is a trip because I'm getting dizzy. The resolution is way more cleaner on this from when I first saw it with the DeLorean. Well, look at that handsome guy.
Look at him checking himself out.
Yeah, that looks really, really good, man. That's a lot of hours. I can only imagine that's a lot of hours of work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just putting the real part together maybe only 35 hours. You know, that's not
Only 30 hours.
Well, that's not. I mean, the DeLorean ride took 400 hours. That ride was.
Did you have to do it segmented? This piece.
Oh, dude! I mean, I had to do every single number on the speedometer by hand to make it match the speed of the ride. Holy shit.
So what did you have to do? Disconnect the speedometer and move the needle?
Oh, no, I just put everything over top of it. No, I'm talking about the digital speedometer. Obviously, the car wasn't moving, right? So
I see what you're saying. You just made a fake one. Okay.
Yeah, and all the times, and you know, I mean, well, no, I couldn't make a fake one. I had to put an overlay on what's real. So I had to making a fake one's easy. Making it look like it's actually happening. Woo,
dude! I am so glad that there are so many templates available.
You're bitching.
Yeah, but look, you got what 30 years experience.
Yeah,
I got 30 months.
Yeah, no, templates do help, man. They make yourself.
And the cool thing about the templates is that it at least gives you the blueprint. Then you can start chipping around it and create it yourself.
Yeah, no,
gives you the foundation.
Video production has really helped the creative person because when I started, you made everything from scratch. So
hand rotoscoping.
Yeah, well, I still do that. I used to have to do that. I mean, there are some things you're never going to get a template for. It's just going to take work. But the tools now, they just make it a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit easier.
A little more clicky and Premiere.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. But I can see the shortcuts. I can tell when you use a shortcut to do that because there's certain problems. It's the same thing with Photoshop, you know. Although I will say, the AI generative fill. Oh my goodness, that is
AI generated what?
A generative fill, like where you're just taking stuff out.
Generative fill.
Yeah, so basically, like
you take like stuff out and put other stuff in.
No, you put a draw around it and just say delete and fill, and AI knows what should be there. Now it's not always perfect.
Oh, is that how they get in those really crazy portraits of themselves?
Dude,
and stuff?
It is. I poo-pooed it for a while, and then I started using it, and I'm like, as far as like retouching things. Dude, anybody, I mean, first of all, anybody who's a photo retoucher,
they're in trouble.
Count your days because they're bringing the technology to your phone.
Photo retoucher is like a person who used to edit film with a razor.
I mean, yeah, well, because literally now in your phone apps, they're putting it in it. So you go, take that out, click, and it just goes away and it covers it up perfectly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is definitely crazy. But anyway, tomorrow's a big day. I think that reel is going to open some doors, man.
Well, no, I mean, it's done really well. It looks like it was done by a professional.
So, well, no doubt about that. But I think the idea of
and
watching
I can't believe that no one in that field has delved into that. Gaming, that's almost like gaming, but it's real.
Like when you were asking, it's funny, you're like asking the manager to get out of the way. It's the fucking manager of the team. I wasn't supposed to be standing there, right? Like,
it's a big blue hat out of the way.
But watching that whole game, like I have almost the whole ninth inning in that. And dude, with a scoreboard there, you're following the game and you're watching the game. There's kids yelling. There's a little fucking kid that keeps asking for the autograph of the batters as they're going up.
That's funny.
And I finally said to the kid, I'm like, they're busy. They got a bat in hand. Like, what are you doing? What are you going to think? You put the bat down and start signing balls? Like, shut up, dog. I never realized I had to deal with that kind of shit. Yeah, no, it was cool. And then that guy ended up getting called back to the majors. So
the guy that hit the grand slam?
No, the guy who hit the winning hit in the 10th inning. Oh. But the grand slam was obviously the
great get.
Oh my God, best get ever. So I think the NFL is a little more difficult because of how big the field is, and you can't really just blanket it with cameras because there's no zoom. So you
got to kind of be on it.
You kind of got to be on it, and there's only so close the media can get.
But now let me ask you a question: those cameras that are swinging down on the line,
right?
Couldn't it be rigged with a VR camera?
Sure, and that'd be cool for one shot. Sure. Right, but I mean,
I mean, if it's moving, right. Like if it's say like when the camera's moving and somebody's running with the ball and you see the camera moving on the wire, couldn't VR be like that and just give it a different experience visually? It wouldn't be live. It would probably have to be taped.
No, they've got these now that are live. That is eventually going to be what happens, right?
How are you going to view it unless you have a
headset? But these glasses are going to get smaller. It's not going to be so cumbersome. It's just going to be something that we have like our phone. You know, as I was trying to explain in that Life in 2033.
They got those sunglasses.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, and you're just going to be able to choose. You could watch it flat, or you hit a button and you're in it. I mean, not everybody's going to want to do that, but the option.
This must be what it felt like when a telephone was invented.
Yeah, This is next level shit, and I am surprised nobody's doing it. It's because there's zero money in it. You literally have to make the infrastructure to make the money. Like, if the NFL wants to do this...
Every dime you've made, you've created the infrastructure.
Yeah, I know. It seems to be something I'm doing. But this is way bigger because... other than porn, nobody is making money at this, right?
And I like how you brought the porn in, got us titillated, and took it away before anything got to...
yeah, just her smile.
Yeah.
You're like, I know where this is.
And
like,
that wasn't a hand she was shaking,
yeah,
was
no,
it?
come on, dog. She was, I'll tell you what's funny is, like, half the thing that I'm trying to learn all this stuff, the beginnings of porns are the one of the best teachers on the planet,
Why is that?
Because that's the only story that anybody's even put money into. Like, how do you tell a story from this perspective? Do you do it third person? Do you do it POV? Do you, how close can this be? So on and so forth. The sex is the sex. It's the same thing over and over. But, like, the way they're setting up the scenes, that's what I'm doing, right? The difference is I'm trying to, if I get at least a test with the NFL, you have to be so good with that gimbal and understand the format so well to, like, you can't go like this.
You can't.
Right, because you'll make everybody puke, right? So...
Oh, that's no kidding, because when I was in DeLorean just then,
well,
I was getting a little bit...
There's a reason I did that as the very first thing. You get a little queasy, and then you're okay. If you do that at the end, they're already a little off balance. That'll knock them out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to do something to shake them up and then just be cool the rest of the time. Motion sickness is a big problem, and I've avoided it.
Bro, I can't. Some of the games in my headset, like the roller coaster rides.
Oh, don't do the roller coaster.
And if they've even got a little. I'm a freaking pilot, and they got a little flying game.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, no, it's too hard. No, I think there should be an age limit on some of those games. Like, oh, you're over 35? Yeah, this ain't going to be for you. You're too old. Because you get to a point where you can't handle it.
Yeah, I remember my last roller coaster ride. I was probably in my 40s.
Oh, I have mine coming because I'm sure the kids are going to want to do it. I'll do it with them once.
And when I got off that bad boy, I said, never again.
Never again,
Never,
dude.
ever again.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. But yeah, dealing with the motion sickness and the fact that it's live. I mean, fuck, even shooting a wedding is nerve-wracking, right? Because it's a wedding. Ain't gonna do it again.
One shot at it.
One shot. So a lot of this stuff, the contact of the NFL keeps saying, well, let's do like 5 cameras and catch gameplay. And I'm like, you're not, that's not what, this is Hard Knocks in VR. This is a personal story.
Can you edit in VR?
Yeah, that's how I...
No, I mean, I guess what I'm saying, so you got a camera here that's shooting a segment. You got a camera here that's shooting a segment. Now when you get your disc back, can you take those segments and edit them together and in VR to be like a movie, you're cut to another, like somebody running the ball or something, or no?
I mean, that's what I do. I put it in my headset.
But what I'm saying, you only got one camera. I mean, in other words, if you had, say,
you
10 cameras on different subjects.
But what you're talking about is probably like live cameras that somebody's cutting live, right? Like broadcast cameras, right? Like
just like this to make the experience later. So like one camera is going like with the quarterback, so to speak.
Right.
One camera's with the defensive team, and so on and so forth. And just
like
when you get it on the timeline.
Depending on what the story is that they want to get, like I'm assuming what they're going to want to do is something like the baseball video, which is just I showed the ground screw, the lines, like an experience as a fan to see what you've never seen.
What goes on before you
going
sit down.
through the tunnel, the post game. I think that is going to be the basis of it. When it gets to gameplay, or let's say there's a story, right? And if it was Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes were playing together, right? And well, then you'd need at least 2 to cover.
You got one man,
right? And then but for the most part. You're not going to be able to catch gameplay in a captivating way. You're almost going to have to just be on the sidelines and then overlay a 2D shot of the broadcast feed. That's about the only way you're going to be able to do it because I need to be this close to you.
You ain't going to be that close on the field.
You can't be on the field. And what I found out is the people that have the broadcasting rights, they have all the media rights, really. Just because I'm working for the NFL, shit, the guys at CBS and Fox or whatever, like before the play starts, they can run right the fuck up to somebody. They can be right in the huddle, and then they run off. Like you can do all sorts of shit if you have broadcast rights because they paid $6 billion goddamn dollars, right? So like, this is a little hinky. But all I have to say is, if I'm at the NFL and I saw that, and I saw baseball, I'd be like, man, I want that for football. I would, or the NBA, dude. Talk about a perfect sport.
Now the NBA would be perfect because you're up close and personal.
Oh my God, can you imagine sitting next to LeBron James on the bench and watching a play develop, dude.
So now you need some NBA plugs.
Well, it's a process, but I do think I've proven the point that VR180 has now gotten to a point quality-wise where, I mean, I don't pay for anything when it comes to video. I would pay. If I knew every week there was a 3-minute piece where I got to be with the players like that, ooh, sign me up. $10 a month, 20, like whatever it is, I wouldn't be able to wait till Tuesday at 5 o'clock when that releases. That's what I think is exciting.
That's my friend P.T. Barnum.
You keep saying it, P.T. Barnum, but I obviously don't look like you look like P.T. Barnum. I look like the Crispin Glover. Like, I'm the weird motherfucker.
So it's always the weirdos that have the ideas.
Yes, and then it's people like you that sell them and make them look pretty. Yeah, you want to go with the pitch to me tomorrow and be my front man? Oh. Damn, are we really going to not talk about Trump? It's so hard not to.
Dude, it is. I'm so tired of it all. It's just exhausting.
See, I stopped watching for 2 years. I've only turned my eye open just to see the arraignments and shit.
This dude has ruined the Justice Department forever. Every criminal from here on out is going to be, while there was precedent set there, and you're not going to be able to get away from it because there's the precedent.
I don't know, man. I think if you are that white and that rich and that privileged, and your ass still got a mugshot, there is something to be said for. You must have done something.
No, that's just standard procedure.
I understand, but how many billionaires
Fannie Willis was not playing. The only reason he didn't get mugshot in the federal case is because where's he going to go? Everybody knows. Fannie, she's like, I don't give a crap. This is the Georgia law. You're in Georgia. You're not in Washington, D.C. And in Georgia, everybody indicted gets fingerprinted and a mugshot.
In all the billionaires or supposed billionaires.
There's so many people I know now that support Trump. It blows me away.
But again, you got to really fuck up to even get the hassle of 91 indictment.
91. 91 charges.
That's so many charges.
And the funny thing is, he'll plead down to 2 and not serve a day.
I thought that until I read the documents case, and then I went,
well, the documents case is pretty bad, but if he keeps going against this judge, that trial will wind up being next week.
I mean, I think they're going to hold him in contempt, dude. I think.
What do you do? Do you imprison him? What do you do? Do you put him on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago and tell him he can't?
Why wouldn't you?
Because then it gets to that whole First Amendment. I'm running for president.
No, if you're in contempt of court, you're in contempt of court. They don't give a fuck.
I understand the law.
We'll see. I'm just saying that he's pushing the line. He does have a really good job of just going up to it and then going like this. He doesn't often cross it.
So in the whole Donald Trump situation, who is the biggest loser?
We are.
Nah, I'm talking. We the same. Our lives will continue to be. That's
right. Yeah, it's such an embarrassment.
But who is the biggest in the sphere of the Donald Trump downfall?
Tell me.
Who do you think?
I don't know. I already told you.
Rudolph Giuliani.
Yeah, whatever. He did that to himself.
He did that to himself. He went from the pinnacle to the depth.
He was Mr. 9/11, and then I mean, that guy. He should have known. He's a lawyer, dude. He should have known what he was doing. Come on, man. I'd have no empathy for any of these people, dude. You even Chris Christie getting on there talking about how, this was the last straw. Fucker, you were cool with him for 4 years.
Yeah, he's self-serving.
Come on, man.
Totally
it's funny, though, because I agree with what he's saying now, obviously. He's an intelligent person, but it's dude, your credibility's shot. You fucked it with all the Trump people and fucked it with anybody.
You'll be nowhere near the White House unless someone invites you.
Yeah, right. And somebody did invite him. It just happened to be Donald Trump. And here we are. All right.
I know for a fact that when I was in Wales, this is a quick closing, when I was in Wales, people think that we are absolutely bonkers.
We are.
They think we are nuts.
Yes. Yeah, we are. I mean, 75 million people voted for him. That's a lot of people, dude. That's more people than ever voted for any Republican in the history of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was rigged. And that concludes our broadcasting for the day.
Flash and the Fundamentals in VR. Two complete opposites solve the world. Please check out my other VRLOGs and subscribe and comment. It means the world to me.